In this story of Jaime Reyes, that is the case. The Kajida gives him superpowers, but that's not what makes him a superhero. It's the love of his family and that support system that comes from generations. Even before the people that we meet in the movie, that is the fuel and the energy that makes him the superhero we need today.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm all Blue Beetle ready. I've got the face paint,
I see that. You got
the tattoo as well.
tattoo?
Yeah, it looks good, right?
Scarab on your back?
Not yet. I was hoping you'd bring that for me.
Sure.
No. Right in the back. I love that. Welcome to Toronto, first of all. What are you hoping to see while you're in the city?
Oh man, I've never been here, so I'm very actually. This is pretty cool. Like I don't think I've ever seen like a blue tunnel for IMAX. Like that's crazy. It feels like I'm in Epcot Center.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
It's just really cool, and like all the, everything is very big here. At least compared to where I'm from. In Puerto Rico, things are not that big, but I really want to see more stuff about Toronto
You got to see the CN Tower. That's the first thing you got to see.
and sit at the top of the CN Tower like Drake.
I mean, we don't allow anyone to do that, but for you, we'll make that exception. I'm pretty sure we can make it happen. Now, the world right now, they might not be too familiar with Blue Beetle. Why is it the best time right now to introduce the whole world to Jaime Reyes?
Well, we tried to do something different with the origin story. Nobody's trying to reinvent the wheel, but at least we can refreshen it a little bit. So we wanted to have time to meet Jaime Reyes in this introduction, not just as Blue Beetle to the world, but also as Latinos leading the story with a history and a background, and the Reyes family, which is integral to the life of Jaime Reyes and the formation of Blue Beetle. We wanted this first act to feel very strong, connected, that you almost feel all the flavors, you can feel the heat of the town, so that when the Scarab gets into him, all hell breaks loose. So it becomes a wild ride. So it's like a really cool roller coaster that, different to other superhero movies where the hero, gets his powers in secret and keeps that secret from his family. Everything happens in front of the family. So the writer, Gareth Alcocer from Querétaro, he's from Mexico, I'm from Puerto Rico, and we all agree that it's very hard to keep a secret from your mother, especially if she's Latina, and it's very hard to keep that secret from the whole family from knowing, and it's also very hard that even as an adult, your family won't stop giving you shit and bullying you. So we really wanted to use all that stuff that resonated with our culture and use it as the pillars of Jaime, not just in wisdom and not just in like morale, but actually giving all of them heroic arcs. Because yes, Jaime Reyes and Kajida come together under Blue Beetle, but the family also injects a lot of what they know, especially Nana that has a crazy past that I don't want to spoil. All of them are active participants in this journey of Jaime. So at the end of the day, everybody can live this with an experience that feels kind of like, it might not feel super new because you know what? In our specificity as Latinos, there's a lot of universality. And I think that by welcoming you into the party, you're going to feel like, oh yeah, I think I've been here before, but this is kind of cool. So that way, everybody can be Blue Beetle.
I love that. You touch upon family, you touch upon the culture. What are you hoping that families take away from learning about the Reyes family as well? I mean, about the culture as well.
Well, I mean, there's something powerful and beautiful that we wanted to explore, and definitely was the fact that by honoring our ancestors, by not being embarrassed of who we are and where we come from, that journey that took us all the way here from our ancestors is where our power comes from. And that love and that energy that your family gives you, or it doesn't, maybe it's not even your blood family, but the family that you have made along the way, that support system at the end of the day is the real power that fuels a hero. So in this story of Jaime Reyes, that is the case. The Kajida gives him superpowers, but that's not what makes him a superhero. It's the love of his family and that support system that comes from generations. Even before the people that we meet in the movie, that is the fuel and the energy that makes him the superhero we need today.
Absolutely. What were some of your biggest inspirations behind this movie?
Oh man, there's some Man of Steel references there. In terms of power that I don't want to spoil, but also pop culture in general. We wanted to create a movie that was nostalgic to the films that made us, right? Like the films that got us excited when we were kids, like from the 80s and the 90s. So we went as back as trying to play homage to films like Indiana Jones, The Thing, Cronenberg movie, remember The Fly? Like Aliens, Star Wars with the Millennium Falcon, Kronos, Macario back from the 60s of Mexican cinema. Um, Dragon Ball Z, Final Fantasy,
That's very cool.
Akira. Like we were like, let's
I'll take it all.
let's put everything we love and make this whole pop culture reference because us Latino we consume it too. It doesn't have to be everything, the cliches that they've told us that we are. We also consume everything everybody else consumes, and it informs us.
And I love that. I love that there's a lot of love in this film and also shot for IMAX. What was that experience like? Because you're making this movie as big as possible.
Well, yes, we figured if we wanted to take the movie out of the idea that it was a streaming movie, we had to take it to the other extreme. Like we had to take it from the big one and that screen is massive. Like I'm gonna walk in later because I've never seen a screen that big, but we had to be back. It had to be big. I had to see the heroes that I never was able to see growing up, because we never had Latino heroes. We never had anybody that looked like me be a hero. We were only villains, and having our moment to see our versions of our families represented in the biggest screen possible, with locations from my country in the biggest screen possible, becoming this fantasy element of Palmera City that's gonna live as canon. Come on.
It sounds beautiful. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Just got to know, we have Superman Legacy coming out very soon, hopefully. When's the next time you think we're going to guys get to see Blue Beetle?
Oh man, I hope like if everybody shows up in August 18 and watches this movie more than 5 times
In IMAX?
in IMAX, of course, we're gonna see a lot of Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle story. This is just the beginning. This movie literally is the first act of a saga. So there's a lot of adventures to come. There's definitely bigger foes to fight. This movie is grounded, it's intimate. We want to take him to the galactic energy that we know that Blue Beetle can reach. So everybody shows up. We're gonna have Blue Beetle for a long time.
I love it. We can't wait to see it. Thank you so much, Aniel, for your time, okay?
And I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.